Hello, hello. So, have you ever had the feeling that you're just not clever enough in some way? I tend to get this with technology, and this is a tap that I often roll out for myself. So, starting on the side of your hand, taking full responsibility for your own health and well-being. Even though I'm not clever enough to do this thing, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I don't think I'm good enough to do this thing. Because I don't think I'm clever enough. I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I don't believe that I'm clever enough to do this thing. And I have evidence from the past telling me that. I have all these experiences from the past. Maybe I have people from the past telling me I'm not clever enough. And I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. And maybe anyone else who has contributed to this belief. I'm just not clever enough to do this thing. I'm not clever enough to do it. This is what I believe. And this belief is based on evidence. I have learned that I'm not clever enough. And I've learnt it really well. Despite not being clever. Maybe I've been told in the past that I'm not clever enough. Maybe I found things like exams hard. Maybe someone called me stupid. Whatever it was, I now know that I'm not clever enough. What a relief that is. I mean, at least I know I'm not clever enough. I'm going to save myself so much heartache by knowing that. Because if I know I'm not clever enough, then it's not my fault if I get it wrong. I got it wrong because I wasn't clever enough. I can stay small because I'm not clever enough. I cannot try new things because I'm not clever enough. I cannot expand my business because I'm just not clever enough. What a relief that is, to know that I'm not clever enough. Now I can stay small. Now I can stay safe. Because I'm not clever enough to do anything else. Maybe. Maybe I am clever enough. Maybe I'm telling myself a genius lie. Because part of me is scared of what it would mean if I was clever enough. What I could accomplish if I was clever enough. How much success I could have if I was clever enough. But I'm not clever enough, so I guess we'll never know. This belief that I'm not clever enough. Part of me has created this belief to keep me safe. Because it's scared of what would happen if I realized I was plenty clever enough. And I acknowledge and honor that part of me. For trying to keep me safe. But it's misguided love in this case. So I choose to let this limiting belief go. I choose to know that I am clever enough. I didn't get to where I am today by not being clever. And perhaps it's not being clever that I'm worried about. Perhaps it's fear of what would happen when I realize I am clever. And that I can do this. And I choose to release any fear around this. I choose to release any blocks around this. I release them from every cell in my body. And all the way back through my past. To all those times I got the idea that I wasn't clever enough. I choose to feel really good about myself. I choose to feel really good about the fact that I'm awesome. I choose to know that I am good enough. I choose to know that I am clever enough. And that it's safe to be so. And take a breath. Sometimes what we think we're afraid of, what we think we believe, is actually not the real thing that we're afraid of. Sometimes it's masquerading to distract us from the real issue. And I find this very true for me with regards to this, with regards to feeling not clever enough. And actually, it's not that at all. That's not the belief I actually have. But I'm hiding behind it because if I can convince myself I'm not clever enough and I can't do something, then I don't have to do it. So there is quite a lot of misguided self-love going on in there. And it's something that you can absolutely work on and that you can absolutely release. So choose to know that you are clever enough. It's safe to be clever enough and that you can do it. Have a good rest of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.